Hello, and welcome to this episode of the Creation Astronomy Now show for April 30th, 2013. I'm your host, Vinny Harden, and I'm joined by my brother, Joe. And we got a lot of news to share with you today, so we'll be right back with it. Okay, before we get into the main news, I would just like to mention that if you haven't already, now is the time to go out and look at Saturn. Saturn is in opposition in this month in the end of April. Now this episode is really a week late than it should be, so we were unable to mention it in time. But I'd just like to mention it in this episode in case you happen to see it right off the bat. And secondly, I just heard about this one too. The Northeast Astronomical Forum was last Saturday at the Rockland Community College and in Suffern, New York. We'll be giving more information on that at the Creation Astronomy News blog. Okay, and now on to the main story. This was very interesting, I found. Did you see the video? We'll have to show the video. Here's the video. You see the National Snag, so you saw the National Snag asteroid, right?
Not all of it.
Wait, okay, anyway, so we're going to just show it over to the... Okay, we're back. that I would say I'm a 3D artist, and I really like it to see stuff like that. I see that stuff is really cool, but that particular.
Yeah, and that's the reason we're late, because he's
So
a 3D
in case
artist.
you didn't notice, then NASA is planning on snagging an asteroid, bringing it back to Earth's vicinity, which around nearby Earth, and then sending astronauts to go and work on it. So they're sending astronauts to be geologists in space. So President Obama tasked NASA to go work on an asteroid by the year 2025. But they've gotten a bit of a head start on it, and they're doing it in the, well, let's see. They're starting it in the year 2013. I'm led to believe they'll have done it by 2020. The perfect year. Yeah. But they recently revealed it in their budget for 2013 with a startup cost of $105 million.
So they're wasting all that money just to snag a meteorite so they can play with it?
Asteroid. Yeah, they're gonna go play with it. But that's a pretty high startup cost. But as you saw in the video, there are 3 phases. The first phase, they're gonna be looking for asteroids to go get. In the second phase, they're going to send their spacecraft out to snag the asteroid and sort of trap it in a, you might say they're bagging it, and then drags it back to Earth. The third phase sees astronauts visiting the asteroid, and
Sounds dangerous.
yeah, dangerous. No, they're dangerous.
Is the asteroid moving, or are they just
No,
gonna
the
try to hit
asteroid.
it?
They've got
it.
Well, yeah, the asteroid's moving and they got it.
Got you.
But what they're gonna do is they're gonna get into its path, so the asteroid will just practically come right into their
It's not moving very fast. Okay. It's not like moving. Those people would have seen worse than
No, nothing moves too much. Unless, of course, they get the spacecraft. I've heard that's possible. Einstein didn't say it. Now, I'm not one to question Einstein. I'm not saying Einstein was perfect, but for the most part, every time we tried to prove Einstein wrong, we failed. So, but I've done an article up on the Creation Astronomy news blog about this new project NASA has. So go check that out. It's at creationastronomy.com. And one thing that came up right before we got to do the show, the Soviet spacecraft, which came up a few years before, I think it was during the space race. It seems the Russians were the first to get a spacecraft landed on Mars, but after they landed it, then the satellite on it stopped working, so they lost it. But now the Russians think they have found it, and we'll have more information on the news blog later. Now, no, they were searching pictures that I think might have been picked up by a probe, and they were able to look into it, and they think they might have found it. Very small, because they can't like go and take little pictures like you can't on vacation. They've got to take a great big picture and have a whole bunch of pixels in the search. But they think they may have found it. So anyway, we'll have more information on the news blog later. Okay, in closing, last quarter moon on May 2nd. The new moon will be on the 10th. The first quarter moon on the 18th. And the moon will be full on the 25th. I'm Vinny Hart for Creation Astronomy Now. And if you have any questions or an event or something that you'd like for us to mention on the show, then you can drop us a line at creationastronomynow.com and visit the feedback page.